As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting elongated shadows through the narrow streets of Hawthorne District, an overwhelming sense of despair hung in the air. People rushed past each other, wrapped in their own worlds. Laughter mingled with the distant sounds of traffic, but it all felt hollow. In the heart of this bustling city, a little girl named Clara sat alone on a worn stone bench, clutching a tattered teddy bear. She was just 6 years old, but the depth of sadness in her wide, glassy eyes belied her tender age. Clara had been abandoned, not by circumstance, but by betrayal, a harsh reality that gnawed at her soul. Clara's mother had left without a word, vanishing into the night, leaving behind only cruel whispers and fragmented memories. The chill that wrapped itself around Clara was not just from the evening air, it was the cold embrace of forgotten promises. Every day, she returned to that same bench, hoping for a glimpse of her mother's face, reduced to the distorted reflections of passers-by in the glimmering storefronts. Yet, as dusk descended, the only thing that remained was her fierce longing for connection, a need to feel loved. This particular evening, dread seemed thicker than usual. Clara looked at the people milling about, their faces morphing into abstract expressions, reflecting her turmoil. Suddenly, as she fiddled with her bear's frayed ear, something caught her attention, a folded piece of paper caught in the roots of an old tree nearby. Presumably lost amidst the chaos, it beckoned her with an otherworldly pull. With her heart pounding, she climbed off the bench, instinctively drawing her bear closer, and made her way to the tree's gnarled base. Her small fingers trembled as she retrieved the letter, its edges worn and yellowed. Unfolding it revealed shaky handwriting that danced across the page, an echo from the past. "I cannot keep you safe any longer. The choices I make are burdens I must bear alone. Forgive me for my sacrifice." The words felt heavy, saturating the air with a sense of foreboding. Who was this message for? Who had sacrificed what for whom? Clara's heart raced, the echoes of betrayal twisted, morphing into a dark narrative inside her mind. Each word became a ghost of a promise unfulfilled. She wandered back to the bench and clutched the letter tightly, shivering as she pieced together fragments of a story she did not own, but one that resonated deeply. The more she read, the more questions spiraled. What did a mother sacrifice for her child to be left in this abyss, alone? Was Clara herself the price of that sacrifice? As the shadows deepened, Clara's confusion morphed into a fierce determination. With a sense of urgency fueled by an unspeakable connection, she decided to seek out the truth hidden within the letter. The world around her faded, and she began to walk, retracing steps from her memories, surrounding herself with whispers of lost time. The city felt different now. Each glimmering light became a flicker of hope amidst despair. In a moment of synchronicity, she found herself standing before a small, dimly lit coffee shop, a place she vaguely recalled seeing her mother in from time to time. The shop felt alive with distant conversations and soft laughter, but Clara felt an unsettling silence as she entered. The barista behind the counter was an old woman with tired eyes that sparkled with familiarity. Clara's voice trembled as she mustered the courage to ask about the letter, about her mother. "Your mother. She did what she thought was best," the woman sighed, her voice thick with regret. "She sacrificed her happiness to save you from a life of pain. She loved you more than you'll ever know." In that moment, the weight of Clara's abandonment began to lift, the mystery of her mother's choice revealing itself like the dawn breaking through a dark night. As she stepped back into the gathering night, Clara held the letter close to her heart, feeling the warmth of understanding wrap around her like a protective cloak. It was a melancholic peace that settled in her chest, a recognition of the love intertwined with the betrayal. The city hummed around her, alive with its own stories of sacrifice and loss. She might never fully understand her mother's choices, but she could forgive. Clara smiled softly at the world, no longer just an abandoned child, but a vessel of love and resilience forged from sacrifice. In her heart, she knew she had the power to turn betrayal into strength, to craft her own story in the bustling tapestry of Hawthorne District.